Guys, the cucumbers this year are absolutely insane.
Insane.
My cucumbers are coming out of my ears. I only planted 2 plants. I've already canned like 15 jars of sweet pickles and dill pickle spears. And I still have cucumbers coming out of the garden. So what I'm going to do is probably can a few more jars of pickles, but then also I want to show you how to use those leftover cucumbers to make pickles, but not have to go through the canning process. These are refrigerator pickles that will stay in your fridge 4 to 6 weeks. So in this video, I'm going to do sweet refrigerator pickle slices. And in another video, which I will link to, I'm going to do spicy dill pickle spears that you can keep in the fridge. So let's get started. Now, this is a very easy brine. It calls for equal parts of sugar and cider vinegar, so it's easily adjustable for the amount of cucumbers you might have on hand. Plus, you can use the brine with veggies other than cucumbers, which I will get to shortly. You're not going to believe how easy this is. First, you want to slice your cucumbers pretty thin. Not see-through thin, but fairly thin. Using a mandolin slicer makes quick work of this. Now, most of the time for something like this, I just listen to the voice of my ancestors whispering, "That's enough, child." But if you're one of those number people, I'm going to use about 6 cups of cucumbers. Add to that 1 teaspoon of salt and stir those up. And you can let it sit for about an hour, and that will draw the moisture out of the cucumbers. Now, you don't have to do that step, but I believe it helps the brine soak up into the cucumbers faster because you're drawing moisture out and then you're adding a brine. While you're waiting for the cucumbers, you want to mix 1.5 cups of sugar with 1.5 cups of cider vinegar. Now, you can use other vinegars if you want. I happen to like the apple cider vinegar flavor. You want to do that in a large measuring cup or a microwave safe bowl. You do not have to heat this. You can stir it until the sugar is dissolved, or you can pop it in the microwave for a minute or 2 to help the process along. But the idea is just to dissolve the sugar into the vinegar. If you decide to boil it on the stove, then you're going to have to wait for it to cool down because you don't want mushy cooked pickles. While you're waiting, you can also slice some onion. You can use a mandolin for this, but I just hacked away at a partial onion from the fridge because that's how I am. I'd say about 1 cup. I'm showing you how to make just the basic recipe here, but you can add other veggies like a sliced red bell pepper to add some zing if you want. Once the cucumbers are ready, you add the sliced onion in, then the sugar and vinegar mix and a teaspoon of spice. I like to use celery seed, but you can add any spice that you would add to pickles, like mustard seed, cloves, peppercorn, whatever one is your favorite. So just add your favorite. Mix the whole lot up and then cover it tightly and refrigerate. And in 3 to 4 days, the flavor will be spectacular and they will keep very well in the fridge for 4 to 6 weeks, although they probably are not going to last that long. Now here's a hint for a variation. Instead of cucumbers, use thinly sliced cabbage, sliced as you would say for coleslaw or broccoli slaw mix. You can cheat and buy a bag of coleslaw mix from the store. I won't tell anybody. Add some sliced red, orange, or yellow bell pepper and some sliced onion. And then use the brine the same as above. I know that one won't last 4 to 6 weeks. It's too delicious. This refrigerator recipe was more of a sweet pickle, but I've made another video on how to make spicy dill spears for the fridge, so check that one out too. I'm going to link to it in the description and also at the end of the video. Why don't you go do that? I'm going to stay here and have a little snack.